Hey guys, I'm Maker vs. 46, and welcome to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown predictions. Yes, it's no secret, guys, that I just, really am a pod with, of course, the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. And here we are again in the summer with Schmoedown Collision 3. On the poster, you see on the top former team champions Rachel Kirstein and Clark Wolf of the Shire Wolves, and a rookie formerly from the Fan League, Paul Oyama. And then on the center, you see the new team champions, the Odd Couples, Mark and Draco, and Jeff Snyder, who both turned heel recently after the event in Chicago. And you got Miss Shanna Miller, I think. Well, sorry if I apologize for name. If you're part of the Face Off, and if you do have a podcast on Anchor FM, can you leave me a voice message to correct me on this one? Thank you. And then next we got Dammit Kalinowski, and we got Kevin Smets, who is not a man. He is a machine. Kind of remind me of Cage from Lucha Underground, who's down at TNA or Impact Wrestling. His name TNA is dead. And then on the bottom, you got of course five managers who, well, I don't know. Yeah, you got a fatal five-way of Drew McWeeny, I forgot her name, I apologize. Stacey Howard of Corruption, led by Dammit Kalinowski. And you got, of course, the one who left and disbanded World's Finest, forgot his name, and the Five Horsemen, John Roca, who, of course, recently added Tom Dagnito and of course, Ben Bateman, the one who had beaten and in a revenge beaten up Andrew Guy at Houston. And yes, I was supportive of Ben Bateman ever since he was betrayed by the team action. That asshole. And I called him an asshole, and I was just saying Andrew Guy is an asshole, But I'm not talking about the man, I'm talking about the character of a man, very, very supportive of him, congratulating the Face Off League, and I'm one of them, for, of course, for us getting 100 subscribers, and a major shout out to him back. So thank you, Andrew Guy, for giving the Face Off crew a shout out. Okay, prediction time. Well, for the first one, Paul Oyama versus Miller. And who am I going to go with? Jeez, that is like really, really tough to pick. Well, ever since Paul Oyama is the one that says, who was, of course, frustrated that Chance Ellison got first instead of him. And now, he's not second fiddle to Chance Ellison no more after he defeated him. That's interesting. And again, Miller defeated Del Rio and JTE yesterday. But if I gotta pick one, I'm gonna go with the guy who is underrated in my opinion. Whether you cheer him or boo him, Paul Oyama. Paul Oyama. He's just, you don't care if it's a fan, if you're fans of him or not, just, that's what he's here to do, is win. And next would be the Manager Bowl. A Fatal 5-Way Manager Bowl. And of course, in order of elimination, Stacey Howard. The one on the left. And then the one on the right, it'll be either Drew McReady or John Roca. But, But I think John Roca is going to get this. He's going to get this. Because he's going to win the Manager Bowl. And then next, for my prediction, I think would be the third round. It's, of course, Mike Kalinowski. Damn it, Kalinowski! And the Machine, Kevin Smets. Yeah, my thoughts on it? I mean, Kevin Smets will be low score at the round of 2. Anyway, he'll be the highest score. Then Kalinowski will hit his 5-pointer, and then Smets is going to hit his 5-pointer if leading, and if he's low, after Kalinowski got his 5-pointer, Smets is going to win. As you see him, he's been undefeated. 3 victories. And he's a machine, for crying out loud. Gotta go with Smets to go to Comic-Con to face Rachel Cushing and take down the Inner Geekdom. Okay, now for the championship battle. Right before that, let's do a little quick recap, shall we? We see the Odd Couple versus Who's the Boss, who are now the part of the 5 Horsemen. Well, okay, Mark Yodi Riley is part of the Horsemen before Bateman and Magneto. And of course, after the 2 straight losses from Who's the Boss, they try to congratulate the Odd Couple, but they turn heel, so they refuse to shake their hands. Well, and Drago say he would have shaked Riley's hand, but in Bateman will say with fake being nice, but hey, you know what's something he did? His damnedest. That's why I'm starting to like Ben Bateman ever since Anarchy. Well, I don't like it first, but until the semi-round, I was beginning to like it. Well, okay, yeah, I admit it. I like Ben Bateman because, unlike Andrew Guy, who is really annoying and obnoxious, Ben Bateman is really intimidating. Kind of remind me of Dale Earnhardt. before his death at the 2001 Daytona 500. Yeah. But then they go against the Shirewolves, which was the courtesy of course, Clark Wolf and Rachel the Crusher Cushing, or known as, in my opinion, or should be called Rachel Two Belts. Or she was Rachel Two Belts after she won it from Kalinowski, the Inner Geekdom Championship. My, guess is, of course, And then after the last category, they didn't, for the first time in their career, the Shirewolves have been defeated. Like, their winning streak had come to a sad end because of one thing, and one thing only, was in the category of my favorite category, animated. It was, of course, the category was Road to El Dorado. Was, of course, the Road to El Dorado. Which asked about the question of the cast, who voiced Tulio and Miguel from The Road to El Dorado. She said Brad Pitt and Matt Damon. But then, that answer, The Odd Couple are the new champions. But the actual answer was Kevin Kline and Kenneth Brong. And that was the answer. And therefore, the Odd Couple are the new team champions. But now we're in a battle with the Shirewolves going to be trying to take back the belts. And of course, the Odd Couple are here again. Now, would there be a double turn? I don't think so. I don't think it'll be a double turn, but never say never on the heel turn, because Shirewolves, after that loss, will, of course, turn heel after if they lose. Because I'm going to go with the Odd Couple on this one. Well, because this is the second time Jeff Snyder has won the team champions. His last one was with JTE, back then when they were the Lions Den. And then Draco defected from the Lions Den and returned as a heel. But he never won a championship. Never won a belt. Not the Inner Geekdom League. Not the Singles League. Not the Star Wars League. Well, I'm still calling you out on that, Scrimshaw. I'm still going to call you out, Scrimshaw. And not even the team championship belt. Till now. So, yeah. Like I say, I'm going to go with, of course, with the Odd Couple. So, yeah, here are my thoughts on the match. Oyama's gonna beat Miller to go for the singles title. Roca is gonna win the Manager's Bowl. Kevin Smets will take down Dermot Kalinowski. And the Odd Couple will retain, and the Shirewolves will turn heel. Alright. Alright, if you're part of the face-off, favorite this station. Just want to ask you that if you're part of the movie trivia face-off, favorite this station, and yes, and I am looking for a Schmoedown co-host, to do a recap. It's, plan to do a recap of the week. And what's our favorite moment, and what's our least favorite moment. Alright. That's going to do about it. I'm going to go get some breakfast, and I will see you guys next time. But I will see you, face-off members, in the podcast, and I will. And yes, and like I say, if you're part of the face-off, correct me on the ones who I just missed, and Miller's name. If I screwed up Miller's name and the other two, well, I know Roca, I know Stacy Howard, I know Drew McWeedy, who turned heel, but the other two I don't know. The left and the right. Of that, which I thought it's going to be the manager's ball. However, we are going to get this. So, yeah, like I say, just correct me on this one. And that's, yeah, like I say, if you're part of the face-off, movie trivia face-off, go to the Discord. If you're part of the face-off from Discord, just voice message me and correct me on the Miller's name and the other two on the bottom poster of the 5. But other than that, just go on right ahead and favorite the station. Alright. I'll see you guys next time, and I'm gonna go make some breakfast.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.